everybody, and welcome to a new top snip. It's been a while, hasn't it? Now, I was recently made aware of a query on Twitter from a digital artist who was trying to recreate a specific orangey-bluey type of chromatic aberration, but could only find tutorials online for your classic red cyan kind. Despite myself not having seen how to do this anywhere either, my mathematically inclined brain worked something out. I scribbled an explainer, sent it to them, and they were very pleased. That said, it occurred to me that if they couldn't find a good tutorial online, maybe there should be one. So here we are! By the end of this video, you should know how to make a chromatic aberration effect with any sets of colours you wish, using any photo editing software with the add and multiply layer styles. So let's get cracking. For the purposes of demonstration, I'm going to use this photo of my cat. The reasons are twofold. One, it's my cat. Just look at her, she's a sausage. And two, she's white. Chromatic aberration is the drifting apart of certain colours in an image. Originally a lens defect, it soon became a stylistic choice. The way your computer monitor displays colour is by combining three distinct pixel colours, red, green and blue. If you add them all together, you get white. This means that my cat contains all of the colours, and is thus an ideal testbed. First though, we have to extract those colours out of her. In order to match up with your pixel display, digital colours are typically represented with a triplet value telling you how bright the red pixel, green pixel and blue pixel should be, the RGB values. Typically, images use an 8-bit colour depth, making these values range from 0 to 255, but for simplicity I'll just give most of these values in terms of percentages. Just multiply it by 255 to get your specific 8-bit digit. To extract colours from an image, we can use multiply layers. As the name might suggest, these take a given colour and multiply its red percentage with the red value below it, then the green with the green, and the blue with the blue. Thus, if we want to extract all of the red from our image, say, we could just clip a multiply layer to it, flood it with a 100% red, 0% green and blue colour, and voila! We have acquired Demon Cat. Having extracted the red, we'd quite like the rest of the image as well. Make a new copy, this time multiplying by a 0% red, 100% green and blue, or cyan colour, to get Angel Cat. If we simply set these layers to add atop a solid black background, we have finally managed to achieve literally nothing. That is, if you've done it correctly. We've just separated the colours and put them back together again. However, now we can just grab the red component, shift it slightly, and ta-da! A classic red cyan chromatic aberration. Alternatively, you can scale the layer in a given direction, causing the effect to get stronger at the edges of an image. But crispy, I hear you cry. Isn't this just a more convoluted method of the red cyan aberration for which there are already dozens of tutorials online which make it much easier by opening the colour component window and dragging the red components directly? Why have you wasted 2 minutes and 55 seconds of my time just repeating this? Well, firstly, please don't interrupt, that's incredibly rude, and we'll have time for questions afterwards. Secondly, you're right, but thirdly, a question back at you. Why was red special? I just chose red to extract arbitrarily. We could have extracted 100% of the green, leaving behind the blue and red to make a green magenta aberration. We could have extracted 100% of the blue, leaving behind the red and green to make a blue-yellow aberration. But why are we even restricting ourselves to extracting 100%, or even just from one channel? Why not extract a 50% red-blue combo, recombining with a 50 red, 50 blue, 100 green to get this sort of neat sour candy kind of look? Why are we only using 2 layers? Here's a 3-way split of 50-50 red-green, red-blue and green-blue. Ain't that pretty? Here's a nice pinky-purpley split I came up with. It's a good time. Here's a friggin' rainbow! So long as the colours you're multiplying with collectively add to give you 100% red, 100% green, and 100% blue, you can use any combination of colours you fancy. Heck, you could even break that rule if you're happy for your image to be tinted. If you're looking for realism, feel free to blend this aberrated result with your original image, maybe blurring it a little bit to make the edges fuzzier. But beyond that, the world is your spectrally misaligned oyster. Frolic freely in the land of lens diffusion. I'd love to see what you make of it. If there's anything else you think my mathematically inclined approach to digital art would be useful for, do please let me know. I like sharing the disorganised nonsense in my brain if it's going to benefit someone. Thank you to my patrons and supporters all around for helping me make these videos, amongst so much more, and I will hopefully see you soon with some more artsy nonsense. Thank you very much for watching. Look after yourselves. Goodbye. If we then just set these layers to add atop a solid background, what?